Hello, Aquarius. So welcome to your reading. The messages that come through may resonate for your sun, moon, rising, or your north node. And we are going to connect in with your ancestors and see what messages they have for you at this time, what you need to know, what you need to hear. Fathers of water, balance and harmony. Aquarius, there is some healing that is coming to your heart, okay? And with Father of water, whatever you've gone through, that's going to transform into strength and wisdom. Okay, balance and harmony is soon to be restored in your life, and you have a very strong masculine ancestor around you right now, trying to give you strength, trying to give you courage, trying to like keep you strong, making you believe in yourself. When you feel like you can't go anymore, you're going to get a new wind, and it's from this ancestor. And also there's a message of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Okay, and that doesn't mean there's hard stuff up ahead. What it means is you've gone through some stuff and it hasn't been fun, but at some point you're going to have a deep recognition of these different challenging experiences, how they have made you a stronger, better person in the long run. Like, you've grown from these experiences, and it hasn't been easy, and you're being acknowledged. But this ancestor right here is always with you, and it's a very strong, dominant male energy, very protective, very guiding, very wise. But this ancestor isn't one that would coddle you. This ancestor is like, yes, I know that hurts, but you need to stand up and let's keep walking. The level of strength and resilience within this ancestor is just incredible, Aquarius, and this ancestor is sharing the same energy with you. Ask this ancestor for a sign. Okay, whatever is going on right now, you're going to get through it. And not only that, balance and harmony and peace is going to be restored in your life, or in a certain area of your life that seems out of balance. And there is some deep heart healing that's going to be taking place for Aquarius. And these challenges transforming into emotional strength, emotional wisdom. You're wiser, stronger, and more mature than you give yourself credit for. All right, communicator messages. So this ancestor, along with a now feminine energy, both coming through, they're giving you a lot of signs and synchronicities. They want to communicate with you. They want to encourage you. In fact, these two ancestors right here are some of your strongest spirit guides. And you see she's talking with the crow right there. They could use animal avatars to bring you messages. So if the same animal keeps kind of popping up in your reality, do a search to find out the deeper meaning, the deeper spiritual meaning of that particular animal. And then also the communicator, you see she's in the water, she's in the pond here. You've got the father of water, and then you've got this divine feminine. It's literally sitting in a pond. This is deeply emotional energy. Your sacral chakra, your water chakra, where you're intuitive, where you're empathic, where you feel all of your emotions, where you are passionate. Okay, these two are trying to give you strong personal messages. It could come through your dreams. It could come through different things repeating in your reality, repeating angel numbers, themes, and your ancestors can kind of align you to different people and conversations that are on point with what you need to hear, what you need to know and understand at this time. So you've got this very strong presence of both this divine masculine and this divine feminine, and they're directing you towards your emotional body and also saying, you know, what you've gone through, this is where you are going to be expanding. But you see, she's in the pond and it's very calm and serene, just like this says balance and harmony. So that's where you're headed, is to much calmer waters. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Okay, so you've got an angel coming in now. All right, and this angel is talking to you about how magic you are. And, you know, when we're going through it and things just haven't been working out, no, we don't feel magical. No, we don't believe in the law of attraction, right? That, you know, we got enough going on. Things are hard, things are heavy. But what you've gone through here, Aquarius, is actually everything you needed to expand you, to bring you even more in tune with your magic and the strength of your mental energy, the strength of your emotional energy. And you're learning the power of that. And so you have these two ancestors, and now you have this angel that's trying to lead you down the path of everything that's going to activate you and enlighten you and expand you, bring you more into your personal power and magic, and bring you information that helps activate a deeper understanding of the law of attraction. Because yes, it's your thoughts, it's your emotions, it's your words, it's your deeds, but there's a deeper level to it. It's about, you know, harmony and balance within yourself. And you're coming into that now. And in that space, things just happen for you much easier. And now that your emotional body is going to be more in balance, what you're attracting is more steady and stable. And this angel is here to help you make magic and miracles in your life. That's the sole purpose of this angel. Right, the law of habit. Ignite your creativity with a pattern and interpret. Okay, so the law of habit, there's things that you were doing that was holding you back, different thoughts, different patterns of behavior, and you're becoming very aware of that. And through that, you're going to change. You're going to come into some wisdom, Aquarius, and it's like the final missing piece. And you're like, oh, I get it now. You know, sometimes we can know something and intellectually understand it, but not get it, not feel it, right? Not understand it in our heart, deep within. And so things are about to click for you, and you're going to see, oh, this is what's in my way. This is what I need to do. The law of relativity. You are divinely perfect. Live your truth. And so there's been some self-acceptance that you've had to come into as well. And sometimes we have to go through some bad relationships for us to finally really love and honor ourselves and start asserting ourselves and discerning and putting our boundaries out there and not letting anybody cross it. So some of what you've gone through was to bring you closer to yourself and love and respect and honor for yourself. And there may have been some thoughts or patterns of behavior of your own that was not honoring you, and now you're becoming very aware of that, and you're going to come out of that frequency, which raises you up. The law of compensation, give that which you seek. And now this right here is so important, because you could say, you know what, I am giving what I seek to others. I am being that person to others. But here's the question, Aquarius. Are you being that person to yourself? Because the universe does not discriminate, okay? If you are being mean and nasty and cruel to another person, you're creating karma, right? If you're being mean, nasty, and cruel to yourself, like I said, the universe does not discriminate. You're going to create that same karma, okay? It's vital that you treat yourself just as beautifully as you would treat another person, okay? When you're talking to yourself, you need to be encouraging yourself, uplifting yourself, having understanding and grace for yourself, just like you would for other people. And that's something that these two ancestors are really trying to help you with, and that's why it's the water is for you to really cultivate a love and an affection for yourself, and see yourself as just as important, just as significant as anybody else that you love. And whatever your pattern of behavior that's kind of been getting in your way, it's going to become so apparent to you. And so give that which you seek. You also got to give that to yourself. Not just to others, but to yourself. And that may be the habit that you're about to break, is getting really down on yourself, picking at yourself. All right, Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and Eight of Swords. All right. So this Two of Swords and this Eight of Swords kind of are hand in hand. And that's the law of habit, okay? Because this is a depiction, you know, in one moment you are believing in yourself and you are knowing your worth and your value, but then something happens, or you're triggered, or you remember something, and then it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel rejected. It makes you feel like you're not enough, or that you don't have enough. Okay? And so it's like blocked, open, blocked, open, blocked. And that's kind of what you've been cycling through, is wanting to protect yourself, not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to let yourself down by believing, okay, wanting to protect yourself from others. I don't want you to take advantage of me. I don't want you to hurt me. And then you switch to knowing your worth and your value, feeling really good about yourself, feeling excited, feeling passionate, feeling optimistic. And then again, something happens and you revert back. All right? But then, you know, something good happens and then you're believing once again. And this is how you're feeling. But then again, something happens and you revert back. Your goal is to stay in this Queen of Wands and Ten of Cups energy, no matter what's playing out, okay? Knowing that you're going to get through it. Things will always get better. Things could always be worse. This, like, you will move mountains, Aquarius, if you consistently believe in yourself, love yourself, keep moving forward regardless of setbacks, not letting it deter you whatsoever. You will move mountains. And That's what these ancestors are trying to tell you. And you've got the angel of magic on your side. With the angel of magic, you can do anything, Aquarius. You can make anything manifest. And that's what all three of them up there want you to know. But it's like bringing your energy into balance. Right, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Hierophant, and the Four of Cups. Okay, yes, see, you've got to take action. With the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, you've got to take action, Aquarius. And when you get triggered, you need to block out, you know, second guessing yourself, feeling bad about yourself, rehashing all the things that have hurt in this life. It's really time to let that go. Okay? And the Hanged Man, like seeing when you're in this Five of Pentacles energy, seeing it from a different perspective. That's the action that you need to take, okay? Because right here, the Hierophant on the Ten of Cups, there are so many other spirits around you than just these two ancestors and this angel of magic, okay? You've got a lot of ancestors, a lot of spirits around you protecting you and guiding you, okay? But they can't prevent you from learning your lessons that you signed up for this life journey. That would only be detrimental to you, but they can always walk with you and guide you and direct their energy and their strength to you. And this right here, the depiction of, yes, it could be better, but it could be so much worse. And now it's time to take action and believe. Believe in yourself, Aquarius. Okay? And look at this on the bottom, the balancing of energy, and the next card on the top is the Ace of Cups. So with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, and remember the water is emotion, and you got Ace of Cups and Ten of Cups, that's a lot of emotion. It's like you need to take action with your emotion, and that's loving yourself and being there for yourself and believing in yourself and whatever it is that you want to manifest, Aquarius, whether that is true love, good friends, a new home, a job, more money, a vacation. It's different for all of you. Whatever it is that you do want to manifest. If your emotions are right and you're there for yourself and you take the action steps towards your dream, whatever it is with what you have right now today, Aquarius, I swear you're going to make it happen. Okay? You are. You're absolutely going to make it happen. And that's what your ancestors want you to know. And you've got this angel of magic on your side. But if you don't believe, how can the angel come in and help you? And believing is more than just something you're thinking about. Okay? Believing is your truth at your core and not wavering from that truth no matter what's going on, okay? Because that's when you're holding the space. That's truly holding the space for what it is that you want. And in holding that space, the angel can come in and work with you. Now, that doesn't mean that you ignore your responsibilities and your obligations, and holding the space isn't wishful thinking or being hopeful. Holding the space is knowing at your core whatever it is that you're desiring, it's going to be, and feeling like it already is, and taking care of everything every single day to the best of your ability, doing what you can right now today, okay, to move forward. And you just keep doing that, and you're holding the space energetically with that deep, deep belief and knowing, oh, Aquarius, you make magic. and that angel of magic can come in. She wants to really help open you up. And from there, you're going to manifest what it is you desire. All right, quiet yes. You don't need to shout to say yes. Whispering is enough when it comes from the soul. So, quiet yes. Everything that's been said here is a yes, Aquarius. You can have what it is you desire, but you've got to believe first. And remember, pay attention to those signs and synchronicities from these ancestors. Follow through on that intuitive guidance from the magic angel that's around you, because it is time to make magic. All right? So those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.